All right, let's get rid of this page. Even functions. Let's do a couple, or even or odd functions, determining which is which. All right, so if I have x squared plus 6, all right, what I need to do is just figure out if I'm going to have the same shape. All right, so let's just do this. If I have x squared, all right, let's just figure out if it changes if I make x a negative. All right, so let's say I have negative x squared plus 6. Let's see if it comes out the same. X squared is basically, it turns that negative into a positive, so I arrive back at the same equation. So if that happens, I know it's even. As an example, let's say this is 1. X equals 1, or x equals negative 1. All right, so 1 times 1, or 1 squared is 1, plus 6 gives me 7. All right, if I have a negative 1, let's say I make x a negative 1, negative 1 squared is still 1, plus 6 still gives me 7. All right, so if I'm still unsure, nothing changed here, so that means it's even. But if I'm unsure, I can actually graph it. All right, let's say x, we'll just make a little graph here. All right, so x equals 1, 0, and negative 1. All right, so we already said 1 squared plus 6 equals 7. And we said 0 squared, thank you. 0 squared plus 6 will give you 6. All right, let's try negative 1. Negative 1 squared will give you 1 plus 6 equals 7. All right, that should be good enough. Let's just go ahead and graph it. So x equals 1, y equals 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X is 0, y is 6, that's up here. Negative 1, 7, that's up here. And I get that kind of graph. Right? So that's just a way to check it. But like I said, just plug a number in there. Usually if it's going to be squared, it'll probably be an even. If it's an odd number, it'll probably be an odd. So let's do another example. 7x to the third minus x. All right. If I put a negative in here, let's try that. Negative 1 again. All right. So 7 and then negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1 times negative 1 is negative. So that'll actually give me a negative 7. All right. A negative times a negative, if I put negative 1 here, negative and a negative will give me a positive 1. All right. So you can kind of see that's not really what this equation is. Over here I have a positive 7. Here I have a negative 7. Here I have a negative x. Here I have a positive. All right. So automatically I already know that's going to be odd. If you want to see this one, let's see. If I plug in a 1 here, all right, that gives me 1 times 7. If I put 1 here, that's a negative 7. See, they're opposite? Odd. Once again, you can go back in and you can run some numbers just to check it and see. Let's try another one. X to the 5th plus 1. All right. This case, same thing. Just plug in the numbers. All right. Since it's a odd over here, it's an odd exponent. If I put a negative 1 in here, it's going to give me a negative 1 plus 1. That changes the sign, so now I know it's opposite also. So that'll be odd also. And that's it. Hopefully this helps.